Always when you stop, you can do the brake and the clutch at the same time. It's fine.
Okay.
There you go. That's how you stall.
What's good, YouTube? What's good, YouTube? Garry back at it. What? No. Weird. So we're off today for a fun little video, a little tutorial going on. Rohit's gonna teach me how to drive a manual. So if you guys are excited to watch me fail and or if you guys are here for a tutorial,
You'll learn something.
you'll learn something. All right, so come along with us. Let's have some fun.
So I'm gonna do a little how to drive stick shift, manual, whatever you want to call it. So this car here has a 5-speed manual transmission. So what that means is it has 5 forward gears. So the idea of a manual transmission is you're manually changing the gears yourself. Like that. In an automatic transmission, it's going to automatically change those gears. So the main difference you have here is you're changing the gears, and how you're going to change those is by the shifter and the clutch down here. The clutch is an extra pedal. It's the leftmost pedal. So here you have the gas, the brake, and the clutch is used with your left foot. So that's the basics. I'll run through like a few steps on how to drive. So first off, you're going to turn the car on. By turning the car on, you want to make sure the car is in neutral, which means you can kind of wiggle it back and forth, and then chip and wiggle. You know?
Yay.
And then you're going to push the clutch to the floor, and you're going to start the vehicle, just like so. If you noticed, right over here, you got our tachometer. So that's going to be your revs. Okay, so that's going to be pretty key because we're going to pay attention.
Key. I guess the video's done.
Tune in next season. Alright, so the main thing is we don't have park as a gear, so we have the emergency brake, the hand brake, whatever you want to call it. So you're going to put that down and clutch in, go to first gear. So right now we're in first gear, but since the clutch is in, the car's not going to move. So you can rev the car, it's not going to move, the accelerator. So to get the car to move, what you're going to do is you're going to let the clutch out slowly while giving it gas. So it's 2 steps and doing it at the same time, like simultaneously. So leaving first, you're going to slowly let the clutch out while also giving it gas. And the car's going to start to roll. And then once the clutch catches, you can let the clutch out completely and you're on your way. Obviously, sounds easier than it is, so it just takes practice. I don't like to purposefully stall my car, so this should be fun, but if you let the clutch out while it's in gear, oh no.
Oh god.
Oh no.
We would have died.
Stalled. So what happens is it's gonna cut off the engine, just kind of save your car. So if you let the clutch out completely while the car is in gear and you're not moving, it's gonna stall, like it just did. So if it stalls, no worries, happens to everybody. Put it back into neutral, start the car, you'll be on your way again. And just shifting to other gears, same idea. Put the clutch in, move to a gear, and slowly let the clutch out again. Make sense?
Makes sense.
All right, thanks guys. Well, just one quick round. I thought I'd give myself a round of applause here, so just a little round of applause. Get on in, buddy. All right, so car's off right now. So first things you're gonna want to do, adjust your seat, mirrors, seat belt. Make sure you're in an abandoned area. We're in a completely legal, parking lot. No one's here. You don't want to be harming anyone. Seat belt, safety first.
Safety first.
All right. So what you got here?
Unlike the automatic transmission, here we have 3 pedals. Left, obviously these pedals look really bad, but you got the clutch, you got the second one is the brake, and on the rightmost you have the accelerator.
Over here we got our shifter. We got our pattern on here. This is a 5-speed, so we got first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and reverse. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Cool. So now to start the car, you gotta push the clutch all the way in to the floor. Yep, and then you turn the car on, just like normal. There you go. Sweet. Now this is gonna be a good friend of yours. This is your tachometer here, your revs. So it tells you how many revolutions per minute your car is spinning at. And so put the e-brake down. So pull it up. And you start. Yeah, there you go. And you hold it with the brake. What we're gonna do is you're gonna put the clutch all the way in. You're gonna put it into first. All right. And now what I want you to do is take your foot off the brake. And I want you to slowly let the clutch out, but I don't want you to stall it. So you're gonna feel it start picking up Yeah, right there. Hold the clutch there. There you go. Now you can let it out the boot. And you're rolling. Now you can use the accelerator as normal.
All right.
But now when you stop, you have to put the clutch in. Otherwise, the car's gonna stall.
So I put the clutch in and then hit the brake.
Yeah, all the way to the floor.
All the way to the floor.
Yeah.
Hit the brake.
Yep. That's it. But when you start, so that's like getting used to the clutch. Now, when you usually start, you're gonna give it some gas so that way you don't have to wait that long. Because like you can usually do it off the clutch. It's not really that good for the clutch, but if you give it gas while you're doing that, you can kind of level it out. And the more gas you give, the faster you let out the clutch, the faster the car is gonna accelerate. The more regular driving you're doing, just rev it up to around probably like 1500, 2K, and let the clutch out slowly. So let's try that. We're gonna try just letting the car go. So this time, give it a little bit of gas and hold it at a certain point. But when you let the clutch out, you remember where you held it?
Yeah.
You're gonna hold it at that same place.
Okay, so keep the clutch in right now. Get my foot off the brake.
Right. Move it over to the accelerator.
And over to the accelerator.
And then you're gonna slowly
turn.
And you don't have to. You can go straight on and turn. There you go. But see, you hold the clutch a little bit more next time.
Okay.
That was good though. You can drive around. Yes, we're in first gear. Cruising. It's not bad, right?
Yeah.
This is pretty easy to drive. It's all good. You made it. See, that's kind of tricky.
Yeah.
So you kind of let the clutch out too fast.
Okay. Go.
Hold it there. Perfect. Now let it up. Nice. Solid, man. So what you're gonna do when you shift to second is put the clutch all the way in, shift to second, accelerator off. Okay, so there you go. Yeah. Now clutch the deal. So that wasn't bad. What you're gonna want to do when you shift from first to second is you're going to want to let your foot completely off the accelerator first, then clutch in, then shift to second,
Okay.
and then do the transition again.
Okay.
Got it?
So, foot off the accelerator,
Right.
clutch in,
Mm-hmm.
then second, then
Let the clutch out slowly.
clutch out. Okay.
But as you're letting the clutch out, you can also give it a little bit of gas. Like the same kind of thing, but not as like hard. All right, try it. So this time we're gonna go from into first, accelerate, go into second. All right, let's do it. See what Gary's learned.
So.
Perfect. Nice. There you go. Now you're in second, and you never want to shift down into first. Got it? So you never want to shift into first unless you're at a stop.
Okay.
So stop, clutch in. Always when you stop, you can do the brake and the clutch at the same time. It's fine.
Okay.
There you go. That's how you stall. Nice, because you're in second. You want to shift to first.
Oh, okay.
Got it. So put in neutral and start the car.
Neutral.
So you want to always clutch it when you shift.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. You good? There you go. Nice. Perfect. Sweet, man.
Nice.
Look at that.
All right. So what's
Yeah. So that's basics. Yeah. Not bad. You did a good job.
nice?
Cool.
Well done.